you're probably watching it and thinking, look how slow he's going. But honestly, I actually wasn't going as slow as you might think. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do the part 2 to my first senior athletics racing event that I did last weekend, Father's Day, Sunday the 20th. So as you'll see from that racing vlog, if you haven't seen it already, I'll put a link to it in the description. But I took on my first athletics event since being a kid. I did athletics a little bit when I was younger, around about 10, 11, 12, that kind of thing. Recently got back into athletics and thought, well, I'll give it a go. I'll give it another shot. So yeah, so that's what we did. We had another go at it. And this is just basically the results and analysis of the first event. First vlog, I didn't have the results to hand. They hadn't come through yet, the official results. So I just wanted to put together the actual event itself and all the slow-mo and all the fun kind of stuff. This is going to be just the analysis of the event. So first of all, we're going to start off with the expectations of it. So I really did think that I'd be able to do the shot put, 800 meters, 400 meters and the 5,000 and smash all of them. I really did think it would be absolutely easy. Why can't I do that? I run half a marathon, I run a marathon, so why can't I run all of those things? Well, just quickly, we'll go into them individually a little bit more, but after the 800 meters, I realized that definitely was not going to be the case for this. So we'll start off by event and then we'll start off in order. So as you'll see, I did a warm up and then my first event was shot put. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of footage for the shot because of COVID and obviously just because it's an event. The people that were recording me, Lewis and Charlie, weren't able to get close enough to get really decent footage. I'm too unhappy with my shot put performance, to be honest. I literally only had a little bit of practice at the athletics club a couple of days before, just to practice, you know, getting the elbow up high and driving from the glutes and the legs and that kind of stuff. I do like put it up quite high, so I need to work on pushing forward rather than pushing up. But believe it or not, I actually came fourth and I only got 2 throws. So you get 3 throws and then if you're in the top 4 you get another throw or something like that. But I only had 2 throws because the 800 meters was straight after and this event was running late. So I literally said, I need to get a couple of throws in. So I had a throw, everyone else had another throw, and then I left it and went over and did the 800 meters. So next, it was my favourite event of the day was the 800 meters. So this was organised into men's A and men's B races, just depending on sort of the times that you could do it in. And because we didn't have a time for me, I'd never run an 800 metres before, I was in the B race as opposed to my teammate Andrew, who was in the A race. So the A race went off first and Andrew did it in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. And I think he came 3rd or 4th, which is pretty awesome. It looked like the guys at the front were really, really fast. They did it in like 2 minutes and 2 seconds, something like that. And then it was my turn. So as you will see from the video, I had a great time doing this. One of the guys dropped out. It looks like as he was running past, he had sort of some hamstring problem go, and he dropped out. But he was second in the lead. But I have a feeling we would have caught him because he was just sort of like, it looked like he was going out a bit too fast. But who knows? And as you can see from me, so I was in second place all the way up until, you know, the last 50 meters or so. And then the guy managed to overtake me and he came second. Now, what I will say about this, and this is not an excuse at all, but I haven't done any 800 meter specific training at all, ever. As you know, I'm sort of more of a long distance runner. I want to specialise more in this because I think I will be better in it in time, but I haven't done any of that sort of training. I've never done a 500 meter and 800 meters anywhere near this quick. You know, in training for interval sessions, I might do it at sort of goal 5k race pace, which is like 5:28 pace, nowhere near the pace we was run at today, so on that day. So just to talk about the pace quickly before we go into it a little bit more. So I did the 800 meters in a time of 2 minutes and 9 seconds, which I'm really happy with, which is an average minute mile pace of 4 minutes and 12 seconds, which is something like I can't remember the kilometers, but I will put it up here because I did convert it, but I don't want to get it wrong. But it's something around like 2 minutes 30 or 2 minutes 40 per kilometer, which is absolutely mental. My fastest sort of pace covered in this as well was 18 miles an hour, which would be right at the end. Now, I normally got a little bit more of a kick than that, but I think just because I was running so fast for the majority of the 800, I just didn't have any of that power left at the end. And I really enjoyed it. I think this is one of the events that I'm going to enjoy the most going forward. But I just didn't, I don't know if you can see it really clearly on the camera, but as I'm trying to sprint to catch up with the guy that's alongside me, my legs sort of buckle. So I definitely need to work on some more fast twitch exercises, some sprint and that kind of thing. And as I said, this isn't an excuse, but I haven't put in any training for these sorts of events. You know, I'm just sort of finding my feet and seeing what I will enjoy. Also as well is you can definitely hear from my voice today and some of my other videos and my voice on the vlog. I was suffering from a chest infection, or I am still suffering from some sort of chest infection. So my breathing was absolutely awful. So again, this is not an excuse. I'm literally just saying the facts. But yeah, I'm really happy with my 800 meter performance. However, straight after, my legs felt, I could feel the lactic acid. They felt like jelly, and I was thinking, this isn't good. This is going to be a bit of an issue for the rest of the day. So the next one I had was the 400 meters. I came last. It looks like I got absolutely obliterated and I was running like in slow motion compared to everyone else. But actually, I still did it in 64 seconds, which is nowhere near the fastest time that I've ever done a 400 meters in, even without any sort of 400 meter track specific training. I think I've done one in about 55 seconds before. But yeah, I just got absolutely obliterated. But yeah, 64 seconds still isn't too bad. Like, that's my 800 meter race pace there, but just for one lap. So I definitely think I could do this better. But I really did just get destroyed by everyone else. My legs had nothing in them. As I was going, like, I literally just felt, how am I doing this? How am I moving? My legs just felt like jelly. The lactic acid was mental in them. So what I've definitely learned from this is that at the moment, without any more specific training, I definitely can't do an 800 meters and then a 400 meters because I just don't have that extra gear to go up in once it comes to the 400 meters. So I think I need to decide, obviously, whether I'm going to specialise in 800 or 400, maybe the 400, maybe the 800. But then I do think that I'm sort of built for more sprinting type stuff. So I would be interested in doing the 100 metres and 200 metres as well. But it's all kind of stuff that I need to do more specific training in. Obviously, just like with a 5K, a 10K half marathon, you don't just wing it, you put the training in for it. So I would need to put more training in for and sort of see what I want to specialise in. And then obviously the final event of the day was the 5,000 metres, which I didn't do. And I'm glad that I didn't do it. People were saying, oh, you should have done it. But as I said, I did have a really bad chest infection. My cough was really, really bad. I was struggling to breathe after the 400 metres, like going mental with the asthma pump. And I just think, one, it could have been dangerous for me doing it. And two, the guy that won it did it at about 15.5 minutes. And I just don't feel like I could have been doing anywhere near my best at around sort of 17 minutes on that day. And I think that would have just annoyed me. It would have annoyed me more doing a really bad performance and struggling. And I think it would have just done my head in mentally. So I'm glad I left it out. So what's next? The next event that we've got is on the 11th of July. And I've put my name forward to do it again. Hopefully going to be getting Lewis involved, the GoBro, in this as well. He can help fill in some of the events for the team. I've said that I'll do the 800 metres and the 3,000 metres this time with a shot put again. I think I'll have enough in me to do 800 metres and 3,000 because obviously 3,000 is a slower event than the 800 rather than going from 800 to a 400, which is a faster event. I would still really be interested going forward in doing something like a 100 metre sprint. But again, for this event, I definitely don't think I could do a 100 metre sprint and then do the 800 and then do the 3,000. Of course, we have to talk a little bit about the shoes. I did it in the Nike ZoomX Dragonfly. I don't have a huge array of knowledge when it comes to spike shoes. This is the only spike shoe I've ever owned and the only one I've ever run in, apart from when I was younger, that I can remember of. And I thought this was absolutely awesome, to be fair. Speaking to a few other track athletes, see that a few of these had these on their feet. This is more specifically designed for 1500 meters and over, just because it's got a little bit more cushion in it than the likes of some of the 400 meters and 100 meters spike shoes, which are really, really minimal and only really have a tiny bit of padding in here. But I'm happy with it, and I'm happy with how this felt. It did feel really fast. I don't think I'll be buying any more spike shoes to do the shorter distances, the 800 meters or 400 meters. Maybe if I was doing a 100 meter sprint, and that would be something that I was specialising in a little bit more, then I would maybe get one of the out and out 100 meter, 200 meter sprint shoes. But I think for the events that I'll be doing, i.e. 800 meters, 3000 meters, 5000 meters, at the moment at least, that the Nike ZoomX Dragonfly will be the perfect choice for me. I think what I've learned from this is that it seems like the distances are really short and that you could just go out and do all of them, especially being a long distance runner. But I've learned that that really isn't the case when you're going at these speeds, and especially for me where I haven't done the training for my body to deal with that lactic acid. Maybe do some 100 meters in training and just sort of see what times I can get out with that, and whether I would specialize in 100 meters, 200 meters, or would it be 400, 800. I'm still not sure, because like I said, the 400 meters performance didn't look that good compared to everyone else, but it was after the 800 where I felt like jelly, and it was without any specific training. I do think, off the top of my head though, something like the 100 meters I could potentially be good at with training, but it's all about waiting and seeing. So I hope you did enjoy the race day vlog. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of analysis and giving you the results. I'll put the results again here just now so you can see everything that I did and the times that I did it in and all that sort of stuff. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure you hit that like and the subscribe as well. And most importantly, please turn on that bell for notifications so that when I drop these videos, they pop up and you go, oh, Running Man Sam's done another video. Cool, let's watch it. As always, guys, I've been Running Man Sam, and I will see you guys in a bit.